we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So UCLA's offense will get the first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle and stopped. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Buckeyes have moved it inside the 20. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. First and goal from the 5 as they try to put up the first points of this game. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Off the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
The give to the lone running back. Gets it past the marker. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's got him. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They're working that left side. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. On a little time, lets it go. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. He wants to throw it again. On target over the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Deep shot for the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Tulane delivered the type thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Bruins are in the hurry-up.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. You've got to be able to make good decisions. You've got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play-action fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. And the Bruins will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make it.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jocelyn. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. The Bruins send out the punt unit. On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the...
Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball.
Throws toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Another mistake by this. An elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, and he's making bad decisions.
Fires to the big fella. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. New set of downs after the completion.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off the play fake on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers, you're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The screen, he's got wheels. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The lone back's got it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to.
Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Lincoln. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Baylor took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bears that fired on all cylinders. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jocelyn. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Sims. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Sims. Powers through. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are in front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in. It's Jocelyn. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle. It's Witherspoon. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Back to pass. It's Lincoln. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He fires to the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gonna take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. The quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
Not a chance. Missed it. And despite the missed field goal, the lead still at 16 points. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bruins will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Working on the right. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The give on the inside. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Bruins are rolling down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Bruins will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and look for room. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Finds his tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah,
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And here's the third interception of the night. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Power football with the run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On the ground, it's Salter. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Caught near the sticks, it's Roper. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Louisiana came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact, this wasn't ever really in question. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Just under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. They'll snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. And the Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's good. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go right back to the run. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right on target the 1st time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the... As they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. Oh, look out! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Pulls it in. It's Sims. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Grab near the marker, it's Hood. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's caught. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Bruins are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a tight end. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The give to the back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Man, oh man, the offensive line probably just swelled up a little bit, relying on them on that type of 4th down play.
Oh, and in that kind of situation, if you're the back, there can be no hesitation. You know you can't be dancing around. If you see the crease, you've got to put your foot in the ground and go get it, and you did it right there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Quarterback on sneak. Picks up 1. 1st down for the offense.
The Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Ready. Gives it on the option. Makes a man miss. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. He'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. It's complete to the right. Lots of room to run. Oh, sweet feet. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
To the air on 2nd down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. They'll put it in play from the 27. 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed.
Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
To the air on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in comparison complete control and headed toward victory formation.
And no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 3rd. Puts it out of the air. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This is what you're looking for when you have